Hi everybody, it's Chloe Baggins.
And I am Bushido. That's my thing.
I know it's your thing.
That's gonna be a t-shirt one day.
It still makes me giggle every time I hear it.
That's what I'm here for.
Anyway, happy October, guys. We just wanted to apologize for being gone for a little bit, but believe it or not, some of us
have alter egos outside of the realm, the microcosm that is the young YouTube channel of Baggins and Bushido.
So, my alter ego is a tattoo artist, and that's what I do. Blame me for being busy.
As you can see, I am the walking advertisement. But anyway, first of all, thank you so much. We actually have 10 subscribers, which, you know, I know it's really small, like in the big scheme of things, but for me, for us,
it's double digits.
That's really cool. And thank you so much. We really appreciate that. And I noticed that we got a lot of views on our reaction videos to Mandalorian Season 2 and WandaVision. So for everyone that watched and took the time out to watch us and hear what we had to say, thank you so much. That's really awesome.
Did you notice we got a couple of thumbs down?
Oh, yeah. And thank you for the thumbs downs. I feel like that makes it official that we're YouTubers or YouTubers starting out on this journey. That's really cool. So those who thumbs down, those 2 people, thank you. You have put a smile on my face.
So anyway, today we are talking about one of our favorite scary / horror movies.
Yeah, so we thought since it is now Halloween season 2020, we're going to do reviews of horror movies we like and eventually do not like. And we'll get there when we get there. And I'm just apologizing ahead of time because I'm really sorry when we get to the ones we don't like. There's going to be some disagreements coming. I can already see it coming. All her fault, not mine. I like it. She doesn't.
Whatever. Don't ruin it yet.
I know. So anyway, so for the whole month of October and Mandalorian Season 2, of course, we'll be reviewing strictly horror, sci-fi horror movies, which we enjoy and not enjoy. But we thought it'd be appropriate given the time of the season.
Hoppo.
Happy
Halloweeny!
So, for our very first review, we are going to do
The Conjuring, starring
Patrick Wilson
and Vera Farmiga.
No.
How do you say it?
Farmiga.
Are you sure?
Positive. Farmiga. Okay, so we are doing James Wan's Conjuring, The Conjuring, the first one.
I already said that.
I know. I'm saying it again for myself.
Just in case you forget.
Yeah. So, what did you think? Go for it. You first.
So, The Conjuring sets place in what state was it?
I believe it's Rhode Island.
Rhode Island, which, as we know, has some scary things already in it. And this family moves to Rhode Island, and they start having some freaky things happen. Personally, if I had a family and I first saw dead birds showing up on my lawn right after my dog passes away unexpectedly, I would pack my shit and move the hell out of there. I would not stay. I don't care if I have nowhere else to go. I would rather live in a tent than live in a creepy ass house. Let's just say that.
Yeah, you know, I think what was really cool about the movie was, I think first and foremost, we have to mention the chemistry between Patrick Wilson and Vera Farmiga's Ed and Lorraine Warren, who were real demonologists that went about, dedicated their lives to helping people with possessions, hauntings, things of that nature.
And this was based on a true story.
Of one of their cases.
One of their cases, yes.
And I think, you know, what's really cool is that they don't just throw you into the midst of what was going on and not really give enough character background or character development. You really got to know the Warrens and got an idea of what kind of people they were and how they approached their, I guess, profession and helping people. And that was really good. I like, they shows them, giving a lecture at a university and, showing actual footage and going through the 3 steps of a haunting or a possession. So it's really cool that there's really a methodology to these things. You don't just go in saying, oh, hey, I feel stuff. There really is a science behind what they're doing. It's
and
just
a backstory.
And a backstory. That's really cool. I like that a lot.
I think it's fantastic. I think it's even cooler knowing that most of these stories are based on true and actual events that happened to Elaine and Ed.
Yeah. And the people they help.
Yes. Did you notice that the real Elaine Warren was in the audience?
Yeah, in one of the in the lecture where the mom goes in to ask them for help, as the camera pans back over the audience in the lecture hall, there's the real Lorraine Warren just chilling, hanging out, listening, taking notes, even though she's like, I know all the answers to what you're saying. That was really cool.
Yeah.
That they kind of paid homage and honor to this lady that helped so many people with these very real problems.
Absolutely. So I will admit, I've seen all of these movies. Going back to watching this movie, I was a little confused because of the fact that my placement in the timeline was a little shaken, I guess you could say, because I had to keep asking Bushido here, wait, how did this happen? Wasn't this already happening? But we're starting from the beginning.
The very beginning, because when this movie came out, they didn't expect it to kind of explode the way that it did and kind of spawn its own movie universe. Yeah. So, looking at it from the starting point, knowing the knowledge of the future movies, it's really cool to see where everything kind of fits in to the big overarching plot that is the Conjuring movie universe.
Was there anything in the movie you didn't like?
Things that I did not like. I think for me, because I know horror is different for everyone that watches the horror movie, because people are inherently scared of different things. Like what I may be scared of, Baggins isn't scared of, or the person sitting 2 rows ahead of us in a movie theater. So people will react differently to a horror movie. So for me, when the primary threat or the primary antagonist still retains some kind of a human form, I'm not scared of it, because I personally am not scared of people. For me, I like it when it eventually builds up to the big reveal or manifestation of this horrific demonic looking creature, because throughout the movie, Ed and Lorraine are very, very insistent that it's not just a ghost, it's not just a poltergeist, it is something demonic. There's even a quote saying that this thing did not walk the earth in human form. It takes human form to lure people in because it's something you can recognize and something you're familiar with. But when all shit and hell's breaking loose, it finally reveals itself. That's what I did not like. At the very end, during the exorcism scene, I wish, the real form that it probably takes in hell shows itself. That's the kind of stuff I find scary.
Really?
Yeah, for me. What about you?
You screamed like a little bitch when in the movie theater when we went to go see it the first time.
I did.
When the girl was on top of the...
Oh yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. James Wan did a very good job of this the building tension and that imminent threat of danger just slowly and progressively getting worse and worse and worse as the movie went on.
Can I just say that this guy is the worst to go to the movie theaters with when we're watching scary movies, because he is screaming the whole time. Oh, no.
I'm a lot of fun.
No, he's not.
I'm a lot of fun.
Don't let him tell you that.
Was there things that you found particularly scary in the movie?
I liked it because it kept my interest. I think there are a lot of things in this world that are scary, but I'm because I've never witnessed anything firsthand supernatural.
Right. Good for you.
I know, I'm very lucky. That some of it's, a little hard to believe. However, I'm not entirely closed-minded, I guess is the word.
Closed off
to the idea that it could be a possibility. So, of course, it is really scary. I don't believe that I would be as calm as Lorraine.
I mean, they were like seasoned hard asses by that point, you know?
But I do believe there is bad in this world.
Sure.
I've never experienced it firsthand. However, like I said, I would not stay there in the first place.
Yeah. I think what's a really cool scene is, I think the daughters were Nancy and Christine. They were the two daughters, the sisters. They shared a room. And I believe it was Christine, I think. What's her name? The girl that was in Slender Man.
Joey?
Yeah, Joey King, right?
King.
Joey King. Joey King's character. She wakes up and she wakes up her sister and she's just horrified looking at this extremely dark corner of the room. It's like the darkness in the room in that corner was darker than the rest of the darkness in the room. That's creepy because as viewers, I think all of us were in that position as kids. You know, how many of us woke up in the middle of the night? Really?
I swear that never happened to me.
I mean, some of us wake up in the middle of the night and you're just terrified. You know, whatever, your mind's playing tricks on you, or you watched a scary movie and now you can't sleep. All of us have been in that position. And I thought that was so well done that you don't see what's in the darkness.
I wanted them to show it.
I know, right? Me too.
Yeah.
But in terms of building the suspense, but, you know, she's so terrified at what's in the darkness and no one can, not even the audience, but she can. And that triggers our own imaginations of what we would be, what we would hate to see in the dark.
Anything.
That was really well done. Yeah, exactly.
Anything would be scary. Knowing that it should just be you and your sister in that bedroom.
But that scene in particular was really, really well done because it allowed us to put ourselves in her position because we were all kids at one point, scared of the dark, not wanting to sleep alone. James Wan did a good job with that. Very nice job.
Let's talk about how you screamed in the movie theater when they're playing. What's the game called? Clap and
Seek? Clap and Seek, something like that. Hide and clap.
So we're in the movie theater. And this guy grabs a hold of my arm and is squeezing so hard because she asks for the third clap and the hands come out of the closet and...
It was in the basement.
No, it was...
The mom, right?
No, it's when she went into the room, she's playing...
Oh, they were still clapping. They were still playing.
They were still playing.
All right,
and the mom has her eyes covered and the hands come out of the boudoir closet and go... This guy screamed. It was the funniest thing.
Nothing bad even happened yet.
No, but...
The buildup of tension, because you know something's going to happen.
Yes. Well, I wasn't expecting it that early in the movie.
Yeah, it's cool, too, that James Wan used shots in daylight. You know, because usually in movies, you know, if the sun comes up, you know, you're safe. But in this movie, the threat was just persistent and present the entire time. And that's really cool. And another thing that's really cool, too, is how they hinted, like, at Lorraine's, like, superpower. I'll call them superpowers for the sake of the movie. You know, these innate natural powers to see beyond what we see. But for the sake of the review, I'll call them superpowers. That, you know, Ed is explaining to Roger, the dad of the family, that, you know, Lorraine's the one with the powers, the abilities, but every time something happens, it takes a piece of her away. That's kind of crazy. I was like, wow, that's you'd never think. You think you just walk in, be the hard ass, demon busting hard asses and just save the day, but it takes a toll on her, and it's not just a toll, but a permanent piece of her soul, her energy gets taken away by whatever the negative entity is. That's really cool. You know, that she's not just impervious to all these things, that it's a blessing and a curse, you know?
Absolutely, yeah.
That was really cool. And that even though she can see the negative, she can see the demonic things, she can also see the positive.
Like their day on the beach.
Like the day on the beach. I thought that was really subtle too. The way that, you know, the mom's putting the frame up on the is it a banister or the fireplace? She just touches the hand and she can see that kind of glimpse into what happened in that day. So she can see goodness too. I like that.
Did you notice that it was incredibly bright
Yeah.
to show like a good time, a happier time
Mm-hmm.
than what they were facing at.
Yeah, like the
that
whole
moment.
movie has this very like sterile, very cold looking filter as the threat and the proverbial shit hits more of the fan. That filter on the film just continues to get more prominent. But then when it shifts to the good day at the beach, it's just like, whoa. It hits you
Out?
effectively. Whoa. Whoa.
Whoa there, tiger.
You like that special effects? Whoa.
Jazz hands.
Whoa.
Okay. Reel it back in there, buddy.
Whoa.
All right. So, what did you think of it in terms of rating?
Well, in terms of rating, you know, with what we said, how they established the characters, the growth and the relationships between Ed and Lorraine, and then how Ed and Lorraine interacted with the family. It's not, they don't just come in as demon hunters. They come in as like, they really come in to help. Like, Lorraine's helping with the laundry, Ed's working on the busted down Chevy. They really try to be part and kind of fill in this void in this poor family's life. That was really well done. The build up, and I mean the threat, the imminent threat of everything. I would give this movie my humble rating. With my criticism of not showing something just completely horrifying by the end in terms of the demon itself, I give this 8 Bagginses out of 10.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. Like this movie was like a breath of fresh air when it first came out.
This movie was genuinely scary.
Yeah.
While we were in the movie theater.
Oh man.
I love this movie. I think it was really well done, but I did not leave the movie theater looking around every corner. So I'm gonna have to rate this movie 7 Bagginses. Still a good movie.
Yep.
But it could have been scarier. That's just my opinion.
Man.
I need to be terrified. Like,
Yeah.
oh my God, afraid to turn off the lights type of thing.
Yeah, I think that's why when you're rating horror movies, because the idea, the psychological notion of fear is just, it's gray area, man. There's not a right way of being afraid or a wrong way of being afraid. You're going to be afraid of different things. To some people, this movie is a 10 or a 9. Some people, it's a 1, whoever you are. But it's hard to put a definition on what, a theater full of people will have in terms of what they're all afraid of. But for us, 8 Bagginses,
7.
that's a pretty solid score, I think.
I don't know anybody who doesn't like this movie.
Yeah, this movie it's great. Fantastic movie.
Absolutely. So please let us know what you think besides just watching, and comment, like, subscribe.
Yeah, we're growing, man. Help us out. Help us grow. We'll be here to entertain you guys for the long haul. Yeah.
You're stuck with me.
Hey, I'll be here all week.
Oh God. Get me out of here, guys.
So anyway, thank you. We hope you enjoyed this review. This is the first of our Halloween scary movie series of 2020. And stay tuned for the next horror movie review.
Awesome. So thank you, guys.
And always take care of yourself. Take care of those around you. Be good to yourself and those around you as well. And no matter what, be excellent to each other.
And Wakanda forever.
And ever.